The Takeover Tour continues from Vancouver, British Columbia. Rogers Arena, the normal home of the Vancouver Canucks, has opened its doors, and 19,000 plus fans came to watch a great game that originally started very tilted in favor of Montreal, but Toronto made a valiant effort.
Well, Montreal tilted it for sure in the first period, and they tilted it on the scoreboard as well. It was Michaela Grant-Mentis that got on the board first, and what a game she had. Gets in behind the Toronto D and snipes this one past Campbell to give them the 1-0 lead. And it was really all Montreal on the scoreboard after that point. Claire Dalton in the second period gets him back on the board as well. Now this is Michaela Grant-Mentis. Beautiful pass from below the goal line. Little shoulder check. Hits her in the slot. Wide open to beat Campbell. Up 2-0. And they're not done after this. This is when Marie-Philippe Poulin takes over the game. You wondered when she was going to get on the board. Well, she picks up this rebound from her knees and snipes this puck top shelf. This is your highlight goal of the season. Beautiful shot. Toronto wasn't done though. Toronto fights their way back. They claw and they pull, and it's Daryl Watts who gets them on the board first. What patience to step into the middle and put this one past Dave Bien. There's a player that had been pushing for a goal, and she gets on the board. Toronto again in the third period. They're pushing. They're the better team. They come down the ice. 2-on-1. Jessie Comfer looks. Is she going to pass? No, she's going to shoot, and she snipes this one up and over the glove. Toronto has himself in striking distance of this game to send it to overtime. They pull their goaltender. They're pushing. They give this one away to the wrong player. Poulin makes it a 4-2 win.
So 2 goals for Captain Canada. Very reminiscent of 15 years ago when really the legend of Marie-Philippe Poulin began in this very building. 2010 Vancouver Olympics. Marie-Philippe Poulin, just 18 years old at the time, ends up coming onto the scene in a huge way with 2 goals in that game as well. The stakes may have been a little higher in that one, but at least here tonight, it was just as awesome to watch her in front of 19,038 screaming hockey fans, young and old, boys and girls alike, here to witness the PWHL like they've never seen before. It certainly was a successful Takeover Tour stop, and the Takeover Tour continues as Montreal will now head to Denver and Ball Arena, where it will be a battle for first place between the Minnesota Frost and the Montreal Victoire, separated by just 1 point in the PWHL standings. What a fun tour so far to this point. It's been a pleasure to be alongside you, Becky, and I think we've had a lot of fun.
We've had a great time.
All right, well, that'll do it from Rogers Arena here in downtown Vancouver. Thanks so much for joining us.